Hey, me again with some more belts. Today I've got Grip6, and if you've been following along, you know that I've done a bunch of other belt reviews, and most of them have been ratchet style belts, and Grip6 is very much a departure from those belts. And truth be told, I have seen Grip6 for a long time. I saw them probably 6 or 12 months ago, I don't know how long it's been, and I looked at them and there were a bunch of things about them that I just said, I don't like that. There's several features I don't like about Grip6, and I am not getting a Grip6 belt because they're just not for me. I think it's a bad design. That's what I said. I didn't like that the buckles were just this one big large piece. I didn't care for the look of that. I didn't like that when you put the belt on and you put it through here, that when you looped it back through to put it on, I'll put it on for real in a little bit, but that when you put it on, that this piece looped back behind it and you had to feed it through your belt loop, and then you had to do this weird kind of almost dance to get it tightened. And there were just a bunch of things I said, I don't think that's a good design. I'm not getting a Grip6 belt. And through all my belt videos, several people commented and said, hey, you should try out Grip6 belts. And eventually I said, okay, I'll give it a try. I'll have a look at them. And what I know now from checking out Grip6 belts is that you should also check out Grip6 belts, because all the preconceived notions that I had about Grip6 belts were completely unfounded, and I will dispel all of them here and just show you how good these belts actually are. Grip6 are a great minimalist belt, and as much as they're a minimalist belt, you can still use them to hold some heavy things like a gun, which I'll show you as well. Grip6 is an American company, started as a Kickstarter campaign, and they've kind of taken off from there. They do all of their own manufacturing in the United States. They've actually branched out into some other things like wallets, which I'll do a separate video on, and even now wool socks. And I probably won't do a separate video on socks. I have actually done a video in the past on socks, but point being, if you don't have a pair of nice socks, if you just have the Walmart white tube socks, you owe it to yourself to buy some quality, especially wool socks. They will last a lot longer, and wool doesn't smell. It is much better for moisture wicking. Anyway, point being, check out their socks. You deserve to yourself to get a pair of nice socks. So back to the belts. Grip6 belts come in a couple of variations. There's their classic webbing, which they have here. It's 1.5 inches. They also have a 1.1 inch webbing, and then they have a 2-inch webbing. They also then have a bunch of different buckles. Their standard buckle is just this flat, smooth buckle, which actually, now that I have it, I like. And then they have a bunch of different, what I'll call skeletonized buckles, things like this that save you on some weight and some different designs. You can check out their website that they have some different ones. They have some golf buckles. They have a state of Texas flag buckle. I mean, a ton of options and even different colors. These buckles are anodized 6061 T6 aluminum, super strong. Even these skeletonized ones are plenty strong. You're not gonna have any problems with the rigidity of them. Now these belts are super lightweight. These buckles, 0.9 ounces. This goes for the 2-inch belt, 0.4 ounces, and this one only 0.3 ounces. And then you add in the strap. So this whole strap and buckle combination is like 3 ounces. So a very minimalist belt, but again, still plenty strong. The tensile strength on these is 2,000 pounds, they say, before it will rip. They have their regular belts, which have this ribbed appearance to them. It's a kind of a nice look with some texture. And then they have their work belts, which are these here, more of a flat design to them. And I guess they're stronger. They say that this is more of a harder use kind of thing, even though I feel like these could take a bunch. But these are apparently a little bit harder use. And although they don't make a specific gun belt, they suggested to me that people do wear these as gun belts. And I've tried, I'll show you, works out just fine. The work belts come in both a 2-inch and a 1.5 inch, depending on if you're gonna use a holster. Some people may have an 1.5 inch holster clips, which is what I have. The belts start around $35. They go up from there depending on the combo that you get. They also have some combo packages where you can get a couple belts and a couple buckles, and then they even have some belt hangers you can get. You can also mix and match them. So if I have these two 1.5 inch straps and these two buckles that will do 1.5 inch straps, you can just mix and match them because they're easy to assemble. And the way it works is you take the buckle, you feed the strap in through the back of it, and then it locks in place right there. You then put it on and you feed it around, and then when it comes back into the other side, you feed it through the front of the buckle, and then back through there. And this is just a friction buckle such that it will not come undone. However, if you need to adjust it, you can adjust it to whatever amount, and then it's not going anywhere. Let me put this belt on and show you how it works. I'm gonna come up here so you can see a little bit easier. Now, when you come around to the front here, you feed it in through the front of the buckle, through the belt loop here, and then to tighten it, you just pull this over. And then sits down. If you want to tighten it some more, just pull it over some more. And easy enough. Nice and easy on. Take it off. Just pull this up, put your thumb out, and it's off. Now, their work belts that they have, which are supposed to be a little heavier duty belt, they do have a little bit tighter weave, so that maybe they are a little bit tougher. And just to show you this one, and you can see how easy they are to just change the buckle out, change the look. So easy to get that on. Now, carrying this with a gun, I thought this would be a pretty flimsy belt when I first got it, because I said, well, look how flimsy this is, but turns out it is apparently tough enough. And I thought initially, let me do it with a small gun, an M&P Shield. Lightweight, and it holds that gun, no problems. In and out, there's not a lot of play with it, easy to get it. So I thought I carried this around like this for a while, and I thought, well, if it can hold this, maybe it can hold something bigger. So I said, how about a full-size gun, an M&P full-size 17 round. And I put that on, and I carried this around for a while, and again, no problem with the weight of the gun. It holds it nice and stiff there, nice and stable, plenty of stability for holding this amount of weight. If you're going to carry a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of extra magazines, a bunch of things on your belt, you're getting more towards a duty belt, you probably do want something a little bit more robust than this belt. But surprisingly, for as thin and flimsy as I thought these were, these do a surprisingly good job carrying even a full-size gun and carrying the weight of it without any problems. So my thoughts on Grip6 belts overall, I've been wearing them for a while now. I've worn them to work a bunch. I've worn them carrying guns, even heavy guns, and all the preconceived notions I thought I had about them went out the window. I would not have thought that a belt that seemed so minimalist could be so functional with both carrying a gun, and then, you know, there's only so much belt you need to hold your pants up, but these do just fine being as minimalist as they are for something as simple as that, as well as something as heavy as carrying a gun. I love that they're lightweight. I like that the buckles, even now I like this flat buckle, but I also like the skeletonized buckles. The 2-inch ones, they come in a bunch of different colors. You can mix and match them, and they're very easy to swap out the buckles. You can see how that just slides right in there, and then it doesn't move. That buckle is tensioned. It's a friction tension buckle, so it's not going to go anywhere. But if you need to adjust it, you can. It's not that hard to do. They're very affordably priced, starting at $35, and then you can mix and match with the different buckles and the different straps. So I will put some links down below for you to check them out. I stand corrected. Grip6, fantastic belt. You need to get some or several, as the case may be.